What's coming in for you in August? Let's have a look. We're going to look at love life. We're going to look at destiny. We're going to look at a bit of career, life purpose, whatever comes up for us. Okay, have you got a drink? A cup of tea? I've got a bottle of water over there. Get settled. Mercury's retrograde in August. So stuff will be a bit topsy-turvy. We know this. It's retrograde in Virgo, then Leo. I know, to be retrograde in Virgo is a bit much, isn't it? Because Virgo for me is like all the sort of admin stuff. So back up everything, okay? Back up everything. If you're traveling, take pictures of your passport or whatever people use these days. It just feels, oh my God, what is going on? Okay, let's pay attention to the cards. It feels like you need to be careful with anything admin-y. First off, we've got the 10 of Swords, so we're at the end of a painful cycle. So we enter August because we also have the 9, okay, which is pretty good because when you get the 9, it's only the 10 that's going to knock it on the head. You know, you want it to get to its highest pain point so you can think, well, that's it. It is done, okay? Now, what you also are doing in August, because we also have the 3 of Cups with it, you are processing something about a group of people. This group of people could be your family, could be friends, could be work people, we don't know. But you are also processing the sort of collective trauma of something as well. We're getting in deep. It's only been 2 minutes and we're already into collective trauma. These are what the cards do sometimes. Okay, so we know that something, when I get the 10 of Swords, I'm very often thinking about families, ancestors, the group, the silent group that brought you here. You know, I was looking yesterday with my mum at some photos of parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. Such strange photos to look at, isn't it? You kind of look at them and these strangers, but they're closer to us than we think. So there's something here about you unraveling and using the energy of your ancestry, where you've come from. Now, of course, Mercury retrograde, even though it's irritating and you lose your phone or, oh God, you text the wrong person, whatever, it also has a really good ability to be able to play retro detective. So if you need to go back, and that King of Pentacles keeps coming up in the shuffle, if you need to go back and have a better look at something, it can do that. Oh my God. And as I say that, I'm pulling the Devil card. Definitely going to take a few shadow cards in this reading. Right. For me, Major Arcana, the Devil, and this is my favourite Devil card of all. This is Morgan Greer. Because it's simple, but quite menacing, and I just really dig that fly in the inverted pentagram. Anyway, that for me is the Minor Arcana version of the Devil card, that 10 of Swords. So it's like, okay, softly, softly, it's a soft launch of the Devil, okay? Then the universe hits us with this and goes, actually, you're dealing with this. You are dealing with this. It's influential, okay? Now, there's very good sides to the Devil as well as the difficult sides. But this is not for the faint-hearted. I am not going to dress this one up. I'm not going to glitter the turd for you, okay? There are things that are being processed. You are being, what do they call that? Cathartic. You are finally getting to the bottom of something. Like you're getting to the sharp end, the sticky end. You're under the pump. You're getting to the bottom of the well. However you want to put it. It's a lot, as they say in Australian myths. It's a lot. And it is a lot. It's a lot. God. What have you guys been up to? Let me know in the comment section if this is resonating with you. There will be an extended reading at the end, if we ever get to the end. If it really, really resonates, what we do in this reading, I will extend it and we do an extended love reading. I know. We do love cards in this reading too, but there's going to be questions unanswered by the end, I reckon. Okay. We take it down a notch with the Three of Pentacles. How is this going to work? That is what the Three of Pentacles asks. So you might be asking this about your close relationships, your romantic relationships. You might be asking this about a job that you're doing or a group of people or a way of living. There's something here. Let me show you the cards. There's something here about, this is the crux of the situation. This is, and crux, by the way, I think is a Latin or French or something for cross. And I feel like you're at a crossroads in August as well. I'm just going to look it up because I want to know, but I feel like you're at a crossroads. Yeah, crux of the matter. Either way, yeah, what does the crux represent? The Southern Cross. Oh my God, I didn't know this at all. Standard of navigation. Okay. Turn that off. European explorers in the 16th and 17th century used the stars in crux to help guide their way. Ooh. You know what? This might be a South Node situation. God, I didn't think we were going to get into this like we are. Okay. South Node. Representing lessons, wisdom and baggage you were already born with. OMG, oh my God. Righto. I'm going to keep that there so I can see it actually. Lessons, wisdom and baggage you were already born with. How can we work with this, people? Because this is just me thinking, right? But it's good to do all this processing, and frankly you're not going to get a choice in August because Mercury retrograde is going to draw back the curtain on you and go, yeah, let's get our fingers dirty in this messy pie, and you're like, okay then, no choice. But I always want to know, once we've done that, how can we use it? How can we be practical? How can we make this work for us? Everything I do on this channel, I'm always wanting to know, how can I make this work for you? How can this energy work for you? It doesn't mean you shy away from the difficult cards. The difficult cards, the difficult cards. You know, those energies are very important for clarity. And for the whole wheel of us as a human being, we are light and shade, obviously. Well, not always obvious to me, to be honest, but anyway. How can the Three of Pentacles ask the question, how can we very practically use our lived experience in the world? For some of you, you may be thinking about helping others. It may come through in the way you're dealing with somebody. You may have a caring profession of any kind. And to be honest, I think any profession should be a caring profession. Even if you, I mean, look at what the police do, okay? So the police, and I've worked with the police in the past, and I know they get a bad kind of rap, don't they, the police? But when I worked with them, I saw such a lot of compassion towards humans, because honestly, that job is very, very, very hard for you if you haven't got any of that. You have a much harder time, okay? So nurses, police, teachers, but people who are in call centres, if you do it with compassion and kindness, it means a lot more to you at the end of the day. You can lift somebody else. You're selling somebody a hot dog. You do it with a smile. That can stay with them all day. Okay, so this is the taking the difficult stuff and making it sing. Then we've got this King of Swords. Who are you, King of Swords? Who are you? Let's have another card for the King of Swords. Who are you? Ooh, Chariot. Right. Some of you are a bit under the pump here with this King of Swords. This could be a difficult boss. It can be parental influence, such as divine masculine energy that was very exacting and a bit suppressing, and a feeling of, yeah, that links very well to the Nine of Swords. It's another sword card. It's imposing their will on you, one way or the other. This can be a regime, it can be the rules at work, it can be your boss, it can be people in your family, it can be ancestors, it can be the way your family was brought up. Seen and not heard is very much the King of Swords. And the energy of, it will be my way or the highway, we will push this through and this will happen. For some of you, I'm really channeling a very, very precise, clear, masculine energy, making this the case. But then we've got this chaos of the Chariot, which I rather like. Light and shade is represented so well in the Chariot with the two horses, okay? Both pulling in different directions. We are humans of light and shade. God, I'm going to do your love reading in a minute. Love reading goes down here. God only knows what we're going to pull for August. This Mercury retro is going to be a big one, as the actress said to the bishop. Let's have a couple of shadow cards here because we have to. Okay, this is the Shadow Fates Tarot that I'm using because everybody always asks me. Right. The Empress. That's the mother energy. Oh, yes. The Star. Goodness. The Ten of Cups. Goodness, now I want one more and it's you. Oh God, why did I do that? Three of Swords. Okay. I like this actually. Let's have a look at this, people. Let's dial this in. I'm going to hold these up and then we're going to go back to the cards because I want to get a really good look at them. The Empress. The mother of the tarot. The feminine energy. Now, that King of Swords and the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords and this repressive kind of devil energy of toxicity is quite divine masculine energy. The opposite of that is the Empress, which is energy that sits where it is and doesn't have to demonstrate, persuade, cajole, or control other people. It's just feminine energy, which also is the Star. Feminine energy. So, so, so powerful for you in August. However you enact it. Your power does not, channeled message here for you. Your power does not have to match the power of the person who subjugated you in the past. Whether that's an ex, a parent, a boss, the world, whatever. You don't have to match their power to beat them or to process this energy, which is a better way. You shouldn't be wanting to beat people. But competitiveness is generally, I don't know, not in this sphere. To process this energy, you don't need to fight. You don't need to beat them. You don't need to, beat them at their own game. I mean, not actually with a stick. You don't have to match them. You're not the same as they are. You're not singing off the same hymn sheet. You may have come from the same ancestry, but now you're not the same energy. Because, God, this is turning into such deep reading. Every once in a while in generations of people, there comes the circuit breaker. And this is for the circuit breakers out there. Someone stops the pattern unfolding. And it's not an easy task, and you will already know that. And that is why I'm not diminishing this. I'm not diminishing how hard that is, and this Three of Swords. The Three of Swords means you've got to really get down. And there it is. I don't know if you can see that properly. Let's see if we can get it on this one. Can you see? We were talking about being at the bottom of a well. We were talking about being under the pump looks like a little person, doesn't it? Is swimming there as well, just there. But this is you getting right down to it, okay? And in it, the 10 of Cups is trapped. Happiness, joy, togetherness, belonging. Now, for some of you, this may be concentrated in a romantic relationship. I'm going to look at that in a sec. But it's also about family, your tribe, your people, your place in the earth. Yeah. Goodness. Okay. I like that the Chariot has arrived at this point, because although you're not just going to be able to get this all straight and sorted in August, there's going to be a tussle between the two horses of light and shade. And in that tussle and in that mess and in that trying to keep the Chariot on the road, and also this may be as well if you've got a lot of Cancerian energy in your chart in particular, the battle is real, okay? But it's not a battle that is won by force. Should we look at your love life? You're going to need a big lie down. Let's have a look at your love life. That card wants... Ooh, what's going on? You're mourning something. We've got the 3 of Cups down. You need to mourn something. Okay, which is interesting because it's on with the 3 of Cups. There's the ruined castle in the background as well. Yeah. It may be you have to mourn something recent, but I feel that is more because the castle, ruined castle, takes ages and it's ancestors. I feel like you're mourning something that you may not even have known, but you've always had that feeling. Gosh, that's nice. Just going to take one more and then we'll have a look. Okay, love life so far. It's very important for the energy of your love life that you mourn what you need to mourn. And I think it may not be a specific relationship that you need to mourn. Remember, we've got Mercury retrograde. So I feel like this and the work you do on processing this and the experience of being with this and this hurt and the patterns that have been enforced on you that you now wish to be free from, you need to mourn what is lost, a freedom that is lost. It could be a relationship that was lost. It could be a person that was lost. Either way, your 2 of Cups, remember you had the 10 of Cups as a shadow card just now, and the 2 of Cups is like, what's behind me and what's in front of me? It's about something better. You deserve better, but it's more than just deserving. Lots of people can deserve better. It's about you sort of swimming in those waters and making something better. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, which is this interchangeable energy. 2 of Pentacles, swing. 2 of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn. It's ways of changing things up. So in your love life, you're going to be changing things. Whether you're in a relationship, a situationship, or single, you are changing things about your life. You're making things happen. You're trying new things. You're looking at it from a different angle. You are putting yourself out there. You are speaking your truth. You are standing up for yourself in ways that you didn't before. Because you're willing to take a spin with this destiny. Then we've got the Sun. Oh my God, that's such a nice card to get. So fire has been a thing in a lot of your monthly readings, your individual star sign monthly readings. If you want those, by the way, they are in the description box. Your individual monthly readings have talked about fire entering different signs that are not necessarily fire signs, like Cancerians. It happened to you. I think it happened in Gemini as well. This is a very cleansing card because if you look at just this small candle here, there is light, there is hope, but with this there is authenticity, and there is this beaming bright sun energy. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And we will be, at least for most of the month, in Leo energy. And that is helping us a lot to be open about how we feel, to be open about what we deserve, to be open about who we are. Maybe for the first time in a long time, maybe for the first time ever. And this is a release. We've got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card about escape, but it's also about moving very consciously from difficult water into calmer water. You're taking the Six Swords with you. You're not kidding yourself that everywhere you go, there you are, doesn't exist. You're not kidding yourself that you can leave your troubles behind and just scooch off. You're prepared to look at them, think about them, but travel with them. They're part of you. Take them with you. What is very interesting here, because we're in the love section, love, is that someone's doing it for you. Someone's helping you. Someone's ferrying you across the water. So for some of you, somebody shows up here. They show up, they want to be a part of this, and they want to help you across the water. I love that for you. Could that be your King of Pentacles that kept showing up in the shuffle but wasn't actually wanting to come out? Who knows? Okay. Get a lot of rest in August. I feel like we're going to need to take care of the physical body as well. Because this is a lot, isn't it? This is a lot. Oh, wrong camera. 9 of Cups. That's nice. Jupiter in Pisces. When you get the 9 of Cups, it's very important. The universe is saying to you, what you want is elastic. Stretch it as far as it can go. Dream big. Think big. Make your non-negotiables big. Be big. Take up space. Don't be afraid. Want what you want. The heart wants what it wants. Don't apologize. Oof. There's the Emperor. Divine masculine energy. So for those of you that are waiting for the appearance of divine masculine energy, this shows up. Now remember, we had the King of Swords, which for me is a kind of minor arcana version of the Emperor. I mean, there's similarities, aren't there? But you need to be in a different place by the time this divine masculine energy shows up. Very, very important. You don't meet them without your own transformation having happened, because you'll be where you were, and I don't think that's where you want to be. Does that make sense? So, we have grieving for what needs to be grieved over, acknowledging what has been lost, spinning this around, wondering how you can work with this energy, with what you've unlocked. You get reward from the universe, you get the sun, you get this ability to keep going, you get this rewarding light, this authenticity. Someone wants to come in and help you make this move. The 9 of Cups says to you, but what do you really want? Don't be shy. Don't ask for too little. Don't aim too low. And then the Emperor comes in to give this. It's the energy, it's divine masculine energy. But it can't come into the old you. It has to come into the evolved you. Look, 8 of Swords. You don't want to meet this energy when you're in this state, okay? You don't want to be unable to express yourself still, unable to even think outside the box, be able to think outside what essentially is a bind that was given to you rather than earned by yourself, okay? You don't want somebody else's bind. If you're going to make a bind, make it your own bind. Fair enough, because you know how to get out of that. Somebody else's bind, yeah. Make sure you are free of those shackles first. And then we get the Six of Wands coming in. Love will conquer all. Love this. Okay, in the extended reading, I'm going to do a Whispers of Love card. In the extended reading, I am going to do a whole new reading. I'm going to use this deck, but I have another version of this deck, an older version. So I'm doubling up on the cards. I love doing this, especially when I get this kind of, woof, what I have to tell you is roasting energy coming off here. So I'm going to look at your person, because they have not appeared in this reading at all. And I want to know why, where, what, why, when, and who. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a reading for the other side of this, and then what's the solution moving forward. And we will pull some more shadow cards, because there will be some. I'm pretty certain. Oh my lord, right, okay. Whispers of Love. This love is once in a lifetime love. True love, the real thing. I told you, aim high, okay? If you want the extended, it's the first link in the description box. I am going there now. Just get my other deck out. Here it is. Look at that old beauty. Smells like the 70s tarot. It's got a hairband tied around it. See, this is the new version, which just looks kind of bluer. That's the old version. That's the new one. Okay. Namaste.